course, the Rosh Hashanah that we all know as Yom HaDin, and that's the New Year. We have Rosh Hashanah Din Lachim, the New Year for Kings, when there's a change over of royalty, or changing of the guards, as it's called. That typically occurs on Rosh Chodesh Nisan. We also have what's called Rosh Chodesh Ilanot. The plant kingdom itself has a new year, where there is an infusion of all of the shefa, all of the spiritual bounty comes into the plant kingdom on this time. So what's special about this time? Certainly, we shall have the zechut, the merit of living in Eretz Yisrael one day. We'll know that this is the beginning already of the season is changing over from the winter a little bit into, we start to see a little bit of the spring coming up during this time in Eretz Yisrael. But nonetheless, Tu Beshvat, the 15th day of Shvat, is exactly the middle period of the winter, 6 weeks from the beginning, and 6 weeks to Rosh Chodesh Nisan, or in this case, we have a leap year, so to Rosh Chodesh Adar Bet. It's the exact midpoint, and it's this midpoint where the Chachamim have told us, the Gemara tells us, it's a new year for the trees. So some people might ask me, or might ask, if it's new year for the trees, how come it's not in spring? How come I don't see the blossoms like we see in Nisan? So the idea is that there's a lot of things happening without us even seeing. Just as, for example, when we take an apple, a bite from an apple, and we throw it away, biodegradable of course, which is good. So we throw it away, and then all of a sudden, that seed enters into the ground, or I purposely plant that seed that I thought was nothing, that there's a transformation that occurs from that seed alone that one we thought was garbage, it actually has the potential of life. And that changeover of life starts to occur in the ground now, today, on this day. So that being the case, we try to sort of infuse ourselves with this beautiful shefa, this beautiful energy that comes to the plant kingdom through our appreciation of fruits. Now, I'm so happy to see the beautiful array of fruits that we have at the table in the zonot. I'm used to having at least 30 fruits at my table, minimum, on Tu Beshvat. And this is beautiful. And I'll tell you the idea here. There are usually the minhagis in many circles, and according to the Sefer Kriyas Hadar, that Mr. Sultan was handing out, that there's generally 3 classifications we have of fruits. The fruit that has the shell, has a covering on the outside. A fruit that has a shell or something on the inside. And a fruit that can be eaten completely, no shell whatsoever, or has covering on the outside and on the inside as well. Each of these different types of fruit classifications correspond to 4 different dimensions of creation. The highest level is called Atzilut. That's the highest level, and in itself, in that level, there's only purity. There's no leftover. As we come lower and lower into the worlds, we have the world of Beri'ah, the world already of what's called creation. And in that world, we have on the outside, we have a little bit of a peel that is edible. And then we have the world of, the world of the world of what's called emanation. And in that world, we have the pit on the inside. And finally, in this world, the world we are functioning in right now in our life, is called the world of asiyah, the world of action. And sometimes things are hidden from us. So we have a peel on the outside and also on the inside sometimes. And our job tonight is to go through some of those different levels. So that's one deeper idea of Tu Beshvat. Finally, we celebrate the beautiful fruits of Eretz Yisrael. Eretz Yisrael is known for its 7 fruits. Who can tell me its 7 fruits? You see.
Wheat, barley, pomegranate, figs, olives, figs.
Wheat, barley, pomegranate, dates, olives, grapes. Grapes. Good. So you'll see tonight, we're going to make it. Mashiach did not make the cut during the So we also celebrate the wonderful fruits that are represented in Eretz Yisrael, that are written in the Torah. And that being the case, there is what's called the Din Kedimat Brachot. We have a certain order of making berachot, we make brachot. And Halacha teaches us And a very simple way of remembering, if you have an array of different foods at the table and you're trying to remember which beracha should I say first, I'm going to give you a simple acronym to remember. And the acronym is in Hebrew. It's called Maga Esh. Then Gimel Ayin Esh Aleph Shin. Touch fire. What does Maga Esh stand for? Mem is Mezorot. Gimel is Gefen. Ayin is Etz. Aleph Adama. And Shin is Shehakol. Alright, that's the simplest way of remembering. And certainly when someone sees, that's before everything. But if you have an array of foods amongst you, that's the simplest way of remembering which bracha to make first. Alright, with that, let's begin, and I wish you a beautiful and a sweet Beshvat.